Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And we are at December 2nd. Sorry, my music didn't start playing yet. We're at December 2nd, 2023. So I thought I would show you guys the decks I got in November. I only have 6 here, but I love them. So for deck 1, what was deck 1 I got? I don't remember what the first one was. I'm pretty sure the first one was the Tarot of the Sheep, the Sacred Sheep Tarot. It came in a bigger box, and then inside the big box was a suck box. It also comes with a book. Really cool book. It's got a lot of spreads in it. I fell madly in love with this deck. Shuffle's amazing. I've used it a lot on my channel in November. I even don't mind the cardstock, even though it's like a soft matte, but it's just thick enough that it shuffles well. And this was made by Ma Diva Padma, the creator of the Osho Zen and the Tao Oracle. I don't have those decks, but this deck is flipping amazing. I love it. We have the blue here is swords or air, and they're all keywords on it. Actually, that's cups, sorry. Blue is cups. Gray is swords, scrutiny. So it's the 2 of swords. My dog is pacing. Waking up, this is the hangman. The purple is down here is the majors. Pentacles are green or earth. I love this. Stunning. And now she's crying because I'm filming. And then we have red down here as the wands. And they all have keywords, and they're all fan-flipping-tastic. I love this. Of course, my 5 of Wands keeps popping up because that's what happens. Love this death card. Where's that? Oh, yeah, the Fool right here. Look at him. So stunning. The artwork is stunning. I think this deck is amazing. It's deep. I can't even tell you how deep I went with this deck this month of November. It was just like blew me away. Blew me away. The string card is so stunning. And then we got, it's the first time I haven't seen it pop up. Love this chariot. Beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, I had the 4 of Pentacles. It was falling out every time I turn around, and now it's not. It's hid, nowhere to be found. But 4 of Swords, beautiful. So yeah, I must already went through it, but yeah, it's crazy. That was the card that I was just like, what's happening? Yeah, it just kept coming out. And it's the keyword is consuming. It's the 4 of Pentacles. It's all about, to me, hoarding your money. Here, it talks to me about consumerism, consuming the world. It also talks to me about speaking your truth to the world. So, yeah, there's just so many things like that. So many cards like that. I was just like blown away. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? So that was the first deck I bought at the beginning of November. And then I didn't buy anything again till pretty much the end of November. So everything else I got pretty much at the end of, toward the end of, middle or end of the month. Next we have the 2 bicycle playing card decks I bought. I, from time to time, will use playing cards, love the backs, as tarot. And I just thought this one was really pretty. Colors. Basically a simple deck. It's got that linen card stock, just like bicycle playing cards. All of their decks have. So there's that one. And then this one's been on my list for quite a while. It actually has places on every single card. It actually tells you on here landmarks from, like, so the diamond's landmarks are from 1950 CE to present. The spades are landmarks from 1900 to 1950 CE. The clubs are landmarks from 1000 to 1900 CE. And the hearts are landmarks from pre to 1000 CE. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then you just got all these different landmarks in other countries for every single card. And I freaking love it. 2 pieces. Because you can use this for, I use it for basically places. You can either, there's a lot of different countries here. He started out thinking I was going to use it for mediumship purposes. Like, okay, where's the spirit from? But I think more along the line of this one is going to be used for, like, remote viewing or something like that, because I'm trying to get into remote viewing. So that'll be interesting. So that's 3 decks already. And we're only 6 minutes in. Let me take a drink here. Next we have the Earth and Bone Oracle. It is by Rectal Publishing. It is Syrian Shadow. This deck has been hard hitting as well. Love the inside here. I actually paired it with the Sacred She Tarot. I also paired it with the next deck I'm going to show you. Love the book. It's got affirmations on each card. The edging is teal. It's a nice, wonderful matte. These are the backs. And this deck is deep also. I was like, whoa, what is happening? I like the more modern images with the Sacred She Tarot, with this more of a earthy, older feeling deck. I don't know why, but they just work. I also paired it with the next deck I'm going to show you, which pair phenomenal. Also, they to me have a very similar vibe, although just one's an oracle and one's a tarot. The keywords in this are freaking stunning, and I do not know why that's upside down. That's crazy. I love this deck, like hardcore love it. Did not think I would love it as much as I do. It is a stunning, stunning deck, though. I was like, oh, there's just a lot of skeletons, but it's deep. It's deep. Yeah, I've gotten that quite a bit. Specters, discernment, critical thinking, and insight. And it's called me out like a few times already. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, it's called me out quite a bit. But I think the images in this are stunning. Stunning. And then it's got this wonderful matte cardstock. I love this writer. Yeah. I've gotten a few Oracle decks this year, but this is quickly climbing to one of my deepest this year. And another one upside down. What is happening? Sorcerer. Flow. Beautiful. Oh, there's more. I pulled this beloved card a lot. I don't like that card. Pulled that a lot. So that is the Earth and Bone Oracle, and it did not disappoint. It was fabulous. It's been fabulous. I've been using it pretty much from the half of November on, and I'm still using it. And it's December, so that should say something. Next, we got 2 decks left. Next is the Cersei Tarot by Los Scarabero, and I will tell you right now, they are getting so good at their little white books, because this is a Greek mythology based deck, and they talk about it in the little white book, and I'm like, I love it. I will, if I remember, post a link to my walkthrough that I actually read some of the cards in the book. These are the backs. Stunning. These are the extra cards. Well, the title card and then the extra card. This is their typical tuck box size and card stock. They shuffle like a dream because all their decks do. I'm trying to figure out what to edge it in. Should I edge it in this red? Burgundy? Whatever? You let me know. It's got this ancient feel to this deck that reminds me of the Anna Kay, honestly. The coloring in it also reminds me of the Anna Kay. But then I started working with it, and I was like blown away. Especially with all the like Greek mythology things in there in the book, and I'm like, whoa. And then it tells you in the book itself what's going on and who that is, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they're getting a lot better with their little white books. Really are getting better. Because before you had multiple languages, right? This one actually right up to the end, it's all English. It's one language. It actually has spreads in it. There's a 3-card spread. Well, just the one 3-card spread. And then it has huge little sections on each person. And I'm like, what is happening? Because this is not the first deck of Los Scarabäos that's a tuck box deck that I've gotten. The little white book is different. The Surrealist Tarot, it tells you what's going on in the images. It does still have the multiple languages. I think I do have one recently that is all one language too, but it was shocking that I was just like, whoa, what's happening? And it gives you so much information. So if you are wanting to follow the Greek gods and goddesses, this is a great study deck for that. I mean, it's fabulous. 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 And I love it. And the more I worked with it, the more I was like, oh yeah, this and this and this and this. And just, I went down a whole rabbit hole with this deck. And it's stunning on top of that. It's stunning. Oh yeah, it was the Egyptian Art Nouveau deck, I'm pretty sure. It's also by Los Scarabäos. It came out in like July or August. It too has a little white book like this. Like there's one language. So they're getting so much better at their cards. And this is the one I pulled during my walkthrough. Oh. Wow. Of this deck. And I'm going to read you here real quick. Because I immediately was like, oh, that's Hercules. And then turned out it is Hercules. And the 10 of Wands. And what better person to depict carrying a heavy burden uphill than Hercules in a deck? And I'm like, that's fantastic. And then he also shows, it talks about how, it says Hercules, the mightiest of heroes, the demigod, son of Zeus and Almine, which I think is cool that if they do have a demigod in here, they talk about who their god and goddess parents were. The fighter made unwavering by his faith in Hera. His victories in the field fill him with responsibility, and his good fortune will be a harbinger of repression for his enemies. Keyword is fatigue. And I just found that interesting that it's almost giving you a different take on the 10 of Wands here, where it kind of reminds me of what's that movie? The Disney movie. We Don't Talk About Bruno, that movie. Encanto, where the sister that's strong feels a responsibility to carry everybody, just like Hercules does. And I've just found that very interesting in the 10 of Wands. I actually have my Superlunaris Tarot. Was the first time I thought that kind of concept in the 10 of Wands, where I'm like, she's not carrying the 10 of Wands because she has to. She's carrying it by choice to protect those around her, or maybe it's her job. She's making money carrying these bundles of sticks. And I felt the same way with this specific card with Hercules, and it almost makes you feel something for Hercules, that he's got this weight on his shoulder, that he knows he's the strong one and has to be the strong one to carry the heavy burden for everybody else because they can't physically do it. And I just found that interesting. And it's things like that in this deck that I'm like, I love it. I love it so much. So that deck has not hardly been put down either. And then I only got one more deck to show you guys. It is the Oracle, the Placed Oracle. I got it on Amazon, cheap. I did take one of the cards out because it was a freaking snake in the desert. But it gives you places. It gives you keywords. I've used this for mediumship readings already. I've used it for what's the word? What am I looking for? Yeah, this came up quite a bit in a mediumship reading I had. And I'm like, what's happening? But I just got another deck tonight that I'm uploading the video for that. This would probably go fantastic with it. And then I actually have a deck that I created that I never used. It would go good with both of these decks as well, I think. But look at this tower. It's stunning. The lighthouse. Well, I see it as a tower card, but it is beautiful. Beautiful. And my dog's getting in my trash right now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. She was getting in the trash. Hospital. Yeah, I like this. And I actually thought about my Past Life Oracle by Doreen Virtue that has long been out of print. This would go great with that as well, for past life work too. So, yeah, this is a lot of, there's 78 cards in this deck. I took one out, so it's 77. Because I can't handle the snake coming at you out of the picture. But I love this. This card just keeps falling out for me. The bridge. Yeah, these were the last ones I had in a mediumship reading here. I had, okay, so here I'm going to tell you real quick. I had this card. Okay, the ship. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just realized the ship thing. So I had these cards follow. Every day at work, because I do the same thing over and over and over. I had my first break, I do what spirit is here. Because if I don't, then it's like they bother me all day and I can't get nothing done. So I pulled these cards, and for some reason I was getting a mail that had either passed due to alcohol, some kind of alcohol abuse, or was a priest. And I'm like, what? Like, almost like he was excommunicated as a priest or something like that. And the church came up, the court came up, the window came up, and then the ship came up. And I'm like, so the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, okay, so do you belong to anybody here? And I actually pulled out my tarot deck, and I was like, if I pull, because I'm using the Yuletide Tarot right now since it's almost Christmas, and it's a Christmas deck. I was like, if I pull a major, 2 out of 3 majors, you know someone that I work with. 2 out of 3 minors, you don't. And I pulled 2 out of 3 majors. And then I went through the list doing that same concept with each employee, and it came up with this one employee. So, and then it was like, once this specific employee popped up in my head, I was like, it was like a loudspeaker, like somebody was like, call her. So I called up front, and I'm like, this sounds ridiculous, but do you know somebody and I kept getting her husband's side of the family. I said, on your husband's side of the family, who was an ex-priest or was going to be a priest but never became a priest because they discovered the drink and they like to drink a little too much. And she starts giggling and she said, yes, you're exactly right. She said, I had my husband's uncle. It was a big thing in his family because he chose not to be, they were grooming him to be a priest, and he chose a different path because he liked the drink a little too much. And so his family kind of like disowned him because of that. And I never got to find out about the window, but there was something about a court proceeding because he died on he was on a boat partying, fell off the boat, hit his head and drowned. And there's legal stuff going on right now to this day. And he died in 2008 due to this. And I was like, this deck is freaking accurate. So that was my, I guess, test to see how well this deck worked for mediumship readings. And it came up exactly what I was thinking. So that's crazy. And that is all the decks I got in November. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.